Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night. I'm back with another video. I don't know why I said good night there, but I did. I'm back, and we're here to discuss a video about the Twitter hearings, hashtag Twitter hearings on Twitter. Anyways, these are hearings that Republicans put together about the original ownership or leadership of Twitter, and they've been grilling him with questions all day about, hold on a second, government corruption and their dealings with the federal government of the United States throughout the 2020 presidential election. Now, in particular, we have Eli Roth, who was a big time executive of Twitter. I don't remember, head of public safety or something like that. I don't remember. His responsibility is basically to look at tweets in his department and see whether they need to be censored or not. He did quite a bit of censoring while he was at Twitter, and he's proud of that too. So we're gonna watch a 2-minute clip here. I'll stop it. I'll tell you what I think throughout, because I don't think I'm going to be able to play it all the way through and then tell you what I think, because he's just annoying, this motherfucker. So let's check this out. Here we go. Whoops, it's again too small. I can barely see it on the screen. Let me see. That's enough. Yoel Roth, excuse me, I called him Eli Roth before. Yoel Roth. Unrestricted free speech paradoxically results in less speech, not more. So how does that work? Because you allow unrestricted free speech, somehow it results in less speech. That makes no sense. That's like the opposite. That makes zero sense whatsoever. But let's hear him out. Maybe it'll make sense. Maybe it'll make sense. But let's see. Whoops. Let me put this back to the beginning. Look at that boo boo face. He's like, look, you see that? No, let me see. See, look at that boo boo face. He's like, hold on, let me. That's how he's like. Look at that boo boo face. You see, he knows that he's about to get busted here. But he's gonna get, this is his opening statement, apparently, for his testimony. So let's check this out. I'll start now.
Again and again, saw the speech of a small number of abusive users drive away countless others.
Gotta stop it there. Oh, it's true. Okay, let's say that's true. If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. Get out. Get off Twitter. Get off Facebook. Get off the internet. I mean, you're gonna get criticized. You're gonna get called names sometimes. It happens. It happens to me. It happens to everybody in social media. You get called names. Get over yourself. You're not that important. Just get over yourself and either stay on Twitter or leave. You don't have to stay. Just leave Twitter or leave Facebook or leave social media. Don't go whining to me about, oh, boo, 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 I got called a name and stuff. Like, well, get it, just deal with it, Either block the person or deal with it or something. Don't just melt down about it. All right, let's keep going.
Restricted free speech, paradoxically, results in less speech.
What does that mean? Again, he said it's like this little, it's same as unrestricted free speech results in less speech. But I mean, oh well. It's important to make sure that free speech is unrestricted, or speech is unrestricted. Free speech, that's the whole point of this country. And apparently this guy just missed that whole point. So let's keep going here.
Not more. And it was our job in Trust and Safety to try to strike.
Okay, he's the head of Trust and Safety at Twitter. That's what that was his title.
An appropriate balance. But the importance of this work goes far beyond Twitter's business prospects and into the realm of national security. In 2017, I led the team at Twitter that uncovered significant interference in an American election by agents of the Russian government.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. Nope. Not let you get away with that. That's a lie. Even he admits it. Hold on. Let me see. I saw it here. Here it is. This is a Matt Taibbi tweet, which says that Roth could not find any Russian connection to hashtag release the memo at all. I just reviewed these accounts that posted the first 50 tweets with hashtag release the memo, and none of them showed any signs of affiliation to Russia. Now he turns around and claims the opposite. Hold on. Does it start over? Oh, God.
Number of abuse.
Sorry, let me see.
By agents of the Russian government. Led the team at Twitter.
Here we go.
Significant interference in an American election by agents of the Russian government.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. Again, I mean, he's lying to Congress, which is a federal offense. He even admitted in the Twitter files that were released that he couldn't find any connection to the Russians with the release the memo stuff. But, oh yeah, this is casually lie to Congress because I'm going to get away with it anyways. Because Democrats are going to hold me accountable, and it's very unlikely Republicans will either. They'll just chastise me and call me out here in this hearing, but there'll be no charges ultimately. So let's watch more of this nonsense.
government. Their
Oops,
mission
sorry.
was to stoke culture war issues on social media to try to further divide Americans. My team and I exposed hundreds of thousands of these accounts from Russia, but also from Iran, China, and beyond.
Oh, look at that. Russia, China, and Iran. Why? I mean, those are all coincidentally enemies of the American empire. And did you not notice that? This dude does exactly what he's told by the empire. He's a good little boy. He's not going to go against the CIA or the FBI. He's not going to tell him to get fucked. He's going to say, yes, sir, absolutely, sir. What else? What can I do for you? Who else can I censor, sir? Who else can I censor? That's what he's going to do.
It's a concern with these foreign interference campaigns that informed Twitter's approach to the Hunter Biden laptop story. In 2020, Twitter noticed activity related to the laptop that, at first glance, bore a lot of similarities to the 2016 Russian hack and leak operation.
Based on what? Based on what? There was no Russian hacking, first of all. DNC. That's not true. The DNC never presented evidence to that, and when the FBI tried to examine their servers, they wouldn't let them. Instead, they had to take the word of what was that company called? It's a private security company. I forget the name right now. It slips my mind. But the FBI had to rely on that private security company. They wouldn't let the FBI actually examine the servers. So that's a lie right there. What else did he say? Hold on. Go back a second.
2016 Russian hack and leak
Sorry, so bad second.
similarities to the 2016 Russian hack and leak operation targeting the DNC.
This is no similarities. It's the same. It's.
And we had to decide what to do.
How about do nothing? It's none of your business. You're not supposed to be a publisher. You're a goddamn forum. How about that? Just leave it alone. It's none of your business. Let the people figure it out. It's just it's beyond arrogance to me when people constantly. It's beyond arrogance and people constantly say, "Oh, we had to do something. There's no way we can let the American people let them know about this lie." I mean, I forgot to put that up. There's no way that we can let them know about this lie. I mean, it's a lie, and we can't trust the American people. Then you're fucking arrogant. That's like beyond arrogance. Like, leave it alone. It's none of your friggin' business. I mean, it's like, how about that? Instead of trying to actively put your thumb on the scale for the Democrats by actively censoring the story. Let's keep going with this.
And in that moment, with limited information, Twitter made a mistake. Under the distribution of hacked material policy, the company decided to prevent links to the New York Post stories about the laptop from being shared across the service. I've been clear that in my judgment at the time, Twitter should not have taken action to block the New York Post's reporting. And just 24 hours after doing so, the company acknowledged its error. But the decisions here aren't straightforward, and hindsight is 2020. It isn't obvious what the right response is to a suspected but not confirmed cyber attack by another government on a presidential election.
Yes, there is. Do nothing. Your forum, like I said before, it's none of your business. Even if the Russians did do this, which they didn't, let's say in that scenario they did do it. Who cares? It's none of your business. You're a forum. You're not a publisher who has to edit all these information and make sure it's all correct and stuff. It's none of your business. Do nothing. Instead, he's like, "Oh no, but we don't know. We never had a situation like this before. We didn't know what to do, and we made a mistake." No, do nothing. Do nothing. Just sit in your asses and do nothing. That's what you do. Instead, we had to do something, right? It's like, get fucked. You don't have to do anything.
I believe Twitter erred in this case because we wanted to avoid repeating the mistakes of 2016.
When they did nothing, and that led to Donald Trump winning. And that's why he felt it's like, oh well, we had to do something. We can't let Trump win again. You see again more arrogance from these people. They think they had to edit and curate information for the American people. How about do nothing? Leave it alone and let us decide. Don't try to curate information from us.
And so the basic job of trust and safety is to try to strike this balance between the harms of restricting too much speech and the dangers of doing too little. I'll be the first to admit that we didn't always get it right. Even rare mistakes add up when you're carrying out content moderation at the scale of hundreds of millions.
It wasn't rare mistakes. They did it on purpose. They censored certain accounts. They censored people on purpose. It wasn't, well, it were just mistakes. No, no, no. On purpose, motherfucker. They did it on purpose. Make that clear. I mean, it wasn't an accident. It wasn't like, well, we accidentally censored a few accounts. We did this. Blah, 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 blah. No, no, no. They did it on purpose. I know people who were censored on Twitter. They had their accounts nuked. They had their accounts closed down. Whatever you want to call it. They were gone for years until Elon Musk bought Twitter and brought a lot of those accounts back. You know, not all of them, but a lot of these accounts are back now. So they did it on purpose. Let's just be clear. It wasn't a few isolated mistakes.
Millions of unique posts per day. While I was head of trust and safety at Twitter, I strove to do this work with impartiality and with a commitment to the fair enforcement of Twitter's written rules.
My ass. Fair enforcement, my ass. He did it on, he put his thumb on the scale for Democratic Party. They didn't censor anywhere near as many liberals as it did with conservatives. They censored the shit out of conservatives on Twitter, to the point where they had to create multiple different platforms in order to get their message out. So when he says, "Oh well, we tried to be fair, we try to be we try to be fair and for both sides," bullshit. They weren't fair to both sides at all.
But whether it's me
Oh, and
or
one more
Elon
thing, they also try to censor a lot of progressives too. Let's be clear. I don't want to just dismiss that. They definitely censored a lot of progressives, but it was mostly conservatives. They didn't censor any liberals. Pro COVID vaccine people. They just censored conservatives and progressives. Never people in the middle. Want to make that clear.
Elon Musk or someone else in the future, someone will have to make choices about the governance of online spaces. Those decisions should not be made behind closed doors or based on personal whims.
Yeah.
I hope that we can.
Except that's what you did. You did it behind closed door based on personal political whims. Exactly what you did. And it turns around when he's out of power at Twitter. It's like, well, this shouldn't be done behind closed doors and at personal political whims of people. That's what you did, motherfucker. So don't give me that crap.
Work together to find ways to bring greater trust and transparency to social media. And I look forward to answering the committee's questions about any of these topics to the best of my ability.
More bullshit. He's not looking forward to be there. Look at his face. Look at his boo-boo face. He's not looking forward to be there. He was subpoenaed. He said, I look forward to answering the questions of the committee. No, you don't. You don't want to be there. You're like, ah, shit, I'm here. What am I going to do? I don't want to be here, motherfucker. That's what, it's like, no, his boo-boo face again, like, he don't want to be there. I guarantee you. He's a liar. Straight up lied. The main point in this video is, what should social media companies do about questionable information? Do nothing. You're a forum. You're not a fucking publisher. You're not anything. You're a forum. Your job is to provide a platform for information and let the people figure it out from there. You're not supposed to be curating or censoring certain informations or putting context things under tweets, like they do now on Twitter and on YouTube too. I've seen it. These like, oh, this is context of this video. It's like, no, we don't need that. Let us figure it out for ourselves. We're human. We have brains. We're not fucking monkeys that don't have brains. We can figure shit out for ourselves. So this whole thing that they have to curate speech and they have to censor certain things because we can't handle it. No, that's not up to you, motherfucker. It's up to us. You're a forum. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, Twitch, YouTube, etc., etc. You're all forums. You're not supposed to be publishers. You want to be publishers, you can be. But there's different regulations for that, and they don't want to deal with that. That's why they're insisting to be in forums, even though they're still trying to censor people and block people and curate certain information and stuff. Those are my thoughts on that. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section below. Give me a like. Please subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. It's a shameless plug time. There's my Twitter handles right there. Whatever, I can't even do that right still. Follow my INN people down there to the description box below. Linktree. Make sure you check out this stuff. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Out.